Hey hens, how are we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up? I was actually in a bit of a talkative mood today. Nobody is shocked. But I really wanted to talk today about The Sims 5 being a subscription service. Now, before we actually get into it, this is all theories. I've seen theories go around. Apparently, it was over a job listing. That is what I've found in my research. There was a job listing that was speculating about The Sims 5 being a subscription service and also speculating about like online work as well. I think that's where the multiplayer aspect is. No, the multiplayer is actually from an interview with someone in here. But this subscription type service is a rumour that is going around. I don't necessarily think it will be, but I'd like to talk about it today anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to state that, you know, it has not been confirmed that it is a subscription service, so don't shit your knickers. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it today. Like I said, it is all theory. But yeah, just to put people's minds to rest, I actually think that it's on about this EA Play thing, because with EA Play, you get access to exclusive in-game rewards, member-only content, trials of selected new games, and a library of top titles. So I think this kind of subscription thing is what it's referencing, because The Sims 4's on there. But I don't think it's referencing like an actual subscription service. But would an actual subscription service be a good thing or a bad thing? That's what we're going to dissect. I've got no fucking coffee left. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about just the possibility of that and like the pros and the cons of everything. And I've done my research. So I'm going to share my research with you right here, right now. This is not very big, actually. I've got all of these off Steam. These are all the prices that I'm referencing. Steam, for me, I know that everybody gets The Sims off Origin, but for me, if you were going to get The Sims off anywhere, I'd get it from Steam, because Steam always have really good sales on, specifically on The Sims 3. But the only thing is with Steam, if you download some Sims off Steam and then you try and download some off Origin or vice versa, you can't have all of your Sims on Origin and then see that an expansion is on sale on Steam and then try and use that. Or you might be able to now, but you couldn't when I tried to do it, because honestly, babe, I've tried to get the bargains and discounts already. Didn't work for me. I've got all of the prices of The Sims 3. I didn't really include The Sims 2 because The Sims 2 is practically deadware at this point because you can't get it anywhere online. But with The Sims 3, the main game, all expansions and all stuff packs. The stuff packs are priced at $17.99 actually, which is the same price as all of the expansion packs, which I was quite confused at. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if that's an error, because that's pretty fucking steep for an expansion pack. And I thought, well, is it because it's diesel? But no, just $17.99 across the board. But The Sims 3 with the base game, all expansions and all stuff packs comes to £341.81, which is whopping. That is a whopping price as well. And that's also not to include sim points, where you can spend to get new worlds and everything on the Sims 3 store, new gameplay things, practically kits, but even worse and more capitalist is the Sims 3 store. That all amounts to 341 plus the extra cost of sim points as well. And sim points are fucking expensive. I think a world is usually like 2,500 sim points. I could be lying. 24,000 sim points is going to cost you 96 quid. A world is going to cost you... Let me check how much the worlds are actually before I just fucking throw these statements out there. Let's go for Monte Vista. Oh, well, you just pay straight up money for that. Right, let's go Midnight Hollow. 2,426 sim points for the standard version. Gold version is 3,524 sim points. You'd have to... Yeah, it's like 24 quid because you'd have to buy the 5,000 one. I mean, you still have some to spare, but basically you can get pricey really quick. So if you want to expand your game, you know, it's not going to cost you 341. That was a real tangent that I went on. Glad I went on it though. Great experience, 10 out of 10. And then we go on to Sims 4, and I was honestly quite fucking shocked. I was like, surely there can't be this much stuff. It's shocking. Yeah, The Sims 4 with all expansion packs, game packs, and stuff packs, which is 2 pages long pretty much, is £786.55. That is unfathomable to me that a game can cost that much. £786.55. I think I'm so shocked by it because obviously, like, I get packs to review and everything. So this way of me playing The Sims with all packs installed is a really new thing for me, because usually I'd play with like the base game and a couple of expansion packs, and I'd probably play with like spooky stuff, paranormal stuff, kid stuff, toddler stuff, and movie hangout stuff. I'd have probably got that one as well. But yeah, only a couple of expansion packs, 1 or 2 game packs. This is obscene to me. And this is also an obscene amount of money, which leads me into the next thing that I want to talk about, the good points about having a subscription-based service. I am in a position where you know, playing with all of these packs at once is still unfathomable to me, and barely anyone has 786 is a lot of money, and to justify that amount of money on a game to have all of it doesn't really work out in real life, because that is a lot of money that probably has to go to something else. It's just unjustifiable, isn't it, really, when you look at the £786? That's a lot of fucking money. Jesus Christ. And a good point about having a subscription type service is it kind of takes that away. So instead of paying 786, if you paid like £20 a month to play all of the Sims games, to play the base game and all expansions and all stuff packs and everything, then that does seem like quite a big deal. You save quite a lot. Maybe not 20. I think they'll probably charge more than 20. Let's say £30 a month. So 30 times 12 is like 360 a year. So it'd take you 2 and a bit years to pay the full thing. They could do a bundle subscription service, or not everybody's computer can run all of the packs as well. So you don't want to, you know, waste time for your money. So you could do like £15 a month for the base game plus 2 expansions, or like 2 expansions with 1 stuff pack. I'll customize it like the base game plus, I'm going to say 5 plus 5 things. So that's £15 a month times 12 is 180 a year. So that'd take you like 7 years. Well, maybe not 7. My maths is not. I haven't been to school in a long time, babe. I haven't. And the last time I went to school was to study arts. Naturally gifted at maths. Doesn't come forward in videos though. Mental maths, quick mental maths, not my thing, darling. Long, complicated things that I can take time to get my head around, yes. On the spot, fuck off. So that kind of is justifiable. You know, if you only want a couple of things and also you don't have the money to put right out, then that is good. And that's the main selling point of these kind of things for me. But now we're going to get into the more negative sides of things. For example, say if you were doing that thing where you paid £15 a month for the base game and a couple of packs as well, and you know, you paid £180 a year. After a year, you would have the money to own them. But if you stop paying them, you wouldn't own them, because it's like a rent service, isn't it? It's like Netflix. You only have the videos that you want to watch for as long as you're paying for Netflix. And that is probably the major drawback and the major reason why I wouldn't want to do this type of subscription service as well. It's just renting games. It's a bit bizarre to me. Now, thankfully, I don't think that this is actually coming. This is all hypotheticals, but you know, just in case this conversation ever came up, I just want my opinion known on the matter. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it could be for some, but I think that the main thing is choice. Like, I think you have the choice to rent versus own, because not everybody has the option to own straight away. So this could be a more financially viable way for people to access the games, and a more financially viable way for people to test the games as well. To test the game, it usually takes a lot of money, and it's a lot of money to put down if you don't like it, where you could do this like subscription service for a month or something and then think, nah, I don't actually enjoy this game, and then you haven't wasted too much money. So that's a good thing as well. But also, again, it's the issue of, do you want these for a long time? Because another issue that is coming up in my mind, sorry, just need to drop something, is, for example, I didn't include The Sims 2 in this because it's practically deadware now. You can't get it online anywhere. Thankfully, you can still get The Sims 2 IRL. They're all over charity shops and everything for pennies. You can also get them on eBay, Depop as well. Depop is where I get a lot of my vintage games from, like my old Harry Potter games that I get. I've also got the original Xbox and stuff from Depop, so that's my preferred method of choice. Not sponsored, so you can get them from places like that. But in terms of online, it's pretty much deadware, where you can't get it anywhere online, really. Like if you go to Origin or EA, which is, you know, The Sims, you can't get The Sims 2 on there. And that also creeps up as an issue for me. You know, if you have a subscription service to it and then they no longer support the subscription service when a new game comes out, then what happens? You know, it might not happen now, but in like 10 years down the line, there might not be supporting subscriptions for that. The Sims 2 is a popular game to this day, and we've seen issues with people not being able to play The Sims 2 to this day, which would be even worse if it's like purely only a subscription based service, because then they're just gone. Hello, I thought of another point while I was editing this video that I didn't really delve into, so I'm going to add it in now because I think it's an important point, and I think that all of my videos should be kind of viewed through this length. View it through this girth. No, all of my videos and my opinions and my reviews should always be viewed through this lens, because I'm not the typical Sims player. Do you know what I mean? Like, first and foremost, I have autism and The Sims is my special interest. That kind of adds a different lens to my opinions and everything. And also, The Sims is also my job as well as my obsession. So I play The Sims probably every single day of my life consistently. That's not how people typically play The Sims. I don't know whether that would affect like this hypothetical idea of a subscription service, because most people play The Sims for like 3 days all at once, pulling all-nighters, and then they don't pick the game up for like months. So would a subscription service even work? Most people play like that. That's how people tend to play. Most people don't play The Sims every day. Most people just watch Sims YouTubers. Do you know what I mean? That's what I done a lot as well before I started my YouTube channel. And I don't think I'd went for a subscription service beforehand, because also sometimes you just don't have the time to play The Sims, and then for it to be completely gone if you don't pay it. I don't know. There's lots of things to consider with it, and there's lots of different perspectives. But again, I think that hypothetically, if it ever did happen, because I do genuinely think it's just a rumour, but I think it's really interesting to talk about, hypothetically, choice would have to be the best. This is probably going to be a little bit of a video on it, but I just want to say the good points and the bad points that I see. I don't know. See, I think if it's an only subscription-based service, then absolutely not, because for me, I like basically owning my games and knowing that they're mine and can't be like taken away, and knowing that I can play them in like 20 years time. But that's how I personally play games. Like all of the games you see back there, they're mainly old PS2 games, so I like to keep onto my games for a very, very, very long time. So the idea of it being a temporary thing is not for me personally. I do subscribe to a lot of subscription services like Disney Plus and everything, and that really works out well for me. It's more casual that way. Rather than me owning all of like That's So Raven box sets, it's a more casual way for me to enjoy the game. And not everybody is as obsessed with The Sims as I am, and I understand that. So not everybody wants like a physical copy of it forever. But the downside is also, I think, that even though it's more affordable, it's also not permanent. And in the grand scheme of things, like in the long term, it's probably not saving you that much money. Very few people have the money to just put down on an entire franchise, especially how expensive The Sims 4's got. Like, Jesus, £780. Daylight robbery. It's bad, that, innit? And we're not done. Genuine question, at any other games like this, like at any other games got this amount of expansion packs and stuff packs and game packs? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but also my gaming experience is limited to The Sims, Dead by Daylight, Fortnite and Overwatch, and Animal Crossing, and all the original Harry Potter games. Can't forget them. Like, not many games have this amount of stuff for it. You know, they usually have like downloadable content in game that you can pay for, but although, yeah, I suppose they do have them, they just operate in different ways. Like, you can buy add-ons in Dead by Daylight for skins and stuff. Yeah, that is actually, and like in Fortnite, you can get Fortnite coins to buy skins. So I suppose you could easily spend like £700. I think that The Sims is, you just buy expansions instead of buying downloadable content in the game. Well, anyway, again, this is all hypothetical. It's rumours from a job listing, but I think that they're on about EA Play. For me, personally, with my play style, I would prefer it to be buying it, because, you know, in the future when I don't do Sims content and I just play Sims content for fun, instead of like doing it as a job when I'm like, I don't know, 35 or something with kids, whatever my life takes me down, then I would like to buy like one expansion pack, a couple of game packs, a couple of stuff packs, so that it'd work better for me. That's my own play style, and I completely understand that not everybody might have that same play style as me. Some people might actually prefer this subscription service. I think it might work a lot better for a lot of people, but it's all down to you. But I think the most important thing is the choice of it. That's what it all boils down to. Same with multiplayer. I think multiplayer could be really fun for a lot of people, but not as the only thing. I think that choice in everything. And also it may come as a shock to absolutely no one, not relevant to anything, but on the topic of choice, I am pro-choice. Thank you. Right, that is everything I have for you today. I love you all so much. Please let me know what you think down below. I will see you in the next one. Well, that's all I've got to say. Bye, beach. I'm dying for a wee, actually.